Alright, so we're doing the last of these types of questions. Again, as we go into different chapters, we'll get more and more deeper into some of these things, but we've got to know the basics, which is what this whole first unit is about. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to duplicate this picture, and so all I did was take a piece of cardboard, and you can tell I used it from the old example, and I took this box and all I did was place it on top, so it kind of sort of looks like the picture that's there. Now if you notice, if you're looking at this in the camera, you can't see all the sides, can you? You can't see all the sides of this box. You can see some of them, but not all of them. Alright, so when you're looking at this and you're not seeing all the sides, in order for us to be able to visualize what we're supposed to visualize, they, again, dash those sides of the box because those are the sides of, like, this box that you can't see. They're there, but you can't see them. But they want you to know that they're there. Like what is this, RF? Or no, RE? Looks like an F, but F's up here. So RE, LE, and EK is this whole back corner you can't see. But they want you to be aware of it, and so that's why they put the dashed lines in, or dashed or dotted lines in, so you can still answer questions, and even though you personally physically can't see the back of this. Okay, and that's what this is all about. Alright, so it says name 3 planes. So the easiest route is one of the planes down here has pi, and pi is a name that we can use. So I could say, just for the sake of, since we're not using script, I'm going to put plain pi. If I had a script letter, then back in the day, I wouldn't have to write plain. But because I'm not really using a script letter, I have to use the word plain in front of it so that you know what I'm looking at. Alright, so the other thing I want to do is I want to name other planes, and they knew we were going to take the easy way out, so they only gave us one little gimme. The rest of them we have to come up with ourselves. So I've got to come up with 3. I'm going to name the planes, and I'm going to put down here plane in front of it, plane in front of it. Now when you get to different shapes, the different shapes, I don't know why that turned different sizes, but it did. That's alright, I can still work with it. You will have triangle and then the 3 letters, or quadrilateral and the 4 letters, or something like that. But right now we're just doing the plane, and we're going to name 3 points. Now remember, when we name 3 points in a plane, we have to name 3 points that are non-collinear, meaning they don't form a line. They can't, all 3 points cannot be lined up. And we're pretty good. It looks like in this particular shape, we don't have that problem. There aren't any 3 points that are lined up anyway. So we're not going to have a problem. So all we have to do is really name 2 more planes, and they can all be just basically faces of this box. Now I would choose to pick the faces that I can see, so I'm going to choose, let me grab some red in here so I can highlight which one I'm doing. I'm gonna do this, gotta change the color, there we go. I'm gonna do this front face right here, the front. That's what I'm going to do. So in order for me to do that, all I have to do is pick, oops, I'm in red again. I don't want red when I'm actually writing. I'm going to pick 3 letters, and it can be any 3 letters out of the 4 on that front face. So I'm just going to pick any 3. So I'm going to do F, D, L. Again, there's lots of different answers to this. The most important thing is there's only 3 letters when you name a plane. Do not give me 4 letters. That's something different. Okay. Alright, this one that's already shaded for me, I might as well use that one. So I'm going to pick any 3 points. D, J, Now you can imagine that when I'm grading this from you guys, it's kind of going to be a pain because I have to double check every single combination. But that's my problem, not yours. Alright, so next one says, name a point that's coplanar with M and F. Again, coplanar means on the same plane. You can tell because this word planar means plane and co means together, like cooperate. Okay, so coplanar, same plane. So where are M and F? That's this guy up here. M and F. Where are they on the same plane? Okay, so that looks like this front face again. So I'm going to say plane L, M, F. And again, you could have done it. You could have used the D if you wanted to. You would have still been right. So, except don't add the D, either D in exchange of any of these other letters if you wanted to. So that's the answer to that one. Name the intersection of plane pi and FDM. Okay, so FDM is the front face of this thing, and pi is the flat surface. So what's hitting is, let me see if I can get a different color going on here. Right here. This is the part that's hitting, because remember, it's just this front face. Where is it hitting this flat thing? So if I could act it out, it would be like where this little front edge of this box hits the cardboard. Now remember that this is supposed to be the intersection of a bunch of planes, and this is a plane. So when two planes intersect, they intersect at a line. So you're going to, oops, I forgot to change color, but you get the idea. You would say line LM or ML. Either one of them would have been right. Okay, so now if they pick a different side, then obviously it would be like MK or EK or EL, depending on which side. Now, they could trick you and say maybe the bottom one and the top one, and then you would say no intersection, because this is hovering above it. Those would be called what's called parallel planes, but we'll talk about that in a different lesson. All right, last one. Name the intersection of plane MKJ. So that's this part that's already shaded in for us. Thank you very much. And FDJ. FDJ. So that's this guy. Let me change the color. Let's do something crazy. And we're going to say this. Okay, so we're looking at this top piece. So where is the top and basically the side meeting? They're meeting at this corner right here. Okay, they're meeting right there on that edge. It's like if I take this box again, where am I? It would be, here's the top plane, here's the side plane, and it wants this right here. Probably should have used a black box in a dark room, but oh well. Anyway, so the answer to that one is going to be DJ, and we're going to put a line over the top, because again, when two planes intersect, they intersect at a line. And again, you would have been equally good if you had put JD. Okay, well, that's it for the different intersections. And again, sometimes they get a little complicated because of the fact that we're looking on a piece of paper that's 2-dimensional, and then we have things like this that are 3-dimensional. So really it just takes a little bit of practice, and that's what I give you in the next folder where you practice some of this, and then again I assess you to see how you're doing. Alrighty, that's it. Thanks.